Over the course of the next 60 weeks, you'll be learning the English vocabulary of 60 different professions. This week, we start with electric tools and devices. This week's first piece of equipment is called pliers. Moving on to a Phillips screwdriver. Notice the gouges in the head that form a star-like tip, as opposed to a flathead screwdriver, where the head has no gouges, but instead is flat. This tool is called a wire crimper. It does come in many different shapes and sizes, but in general, they do the same job of crimping wires. This tool is called a grinder, and this tool is an MDF drill which uses impact to drill into walls. This is a cordless drill, or sometimes referred to an electric screwdriver. This is an electrical or voltage tester. These often look different to this one, but they all do the same job. This is called electrical tape. It's often used to mend wires. Now we're moving on to some tools that are used in many different crafts. These are called ratchets, sockets, and extensions. Moving on to electrical devices. This is the first one, called a circuit breaker. These are called electrical cables or electrical wires. Moving on to something we use on the daily. The top part is called a light bulb, while the bottom part is called a light bulb socket. Moving on to an electrical switch housing or mounting. And this is the electrical switch that goes inside the mounting. This is an electricity meter or a static electricity meter. These are, as the previous ones, light bulbs. However, they're mounted to the ceiling, so they're ceiling mount lights. These two buttons are called a push button control. They are like an on-off switch, however, they're used on heavier equipment. The last device is called an electrical outlet or an electrical plug. They look different all around the world, but in general, they serve the same purpose. Finally, the last part of today's vocabulary lesson. This is called a hard hat, safety hat, or safety helmet. It also goes along with this, a warning sign. It's often used in construction sites where heavy materials are thrown or carried around.